I've been a lumberjack for as long as I can remember. The dense forests of the Pacific Northwest have always been my home. But one particular winter, an eerie darkness would descend upon our logging camp, shattering our sense of safety. The trees loomed tall and imposing, their branches reaching out like skeletal hands as if warning us to stay away. It was a bitterly cold night, and we huddled around the campfire for warmth. The usual camaraderie was replaced with a tense silence, each of us feeling an unspoken fear creeping into our hearts. That night, I volunteered to take the night shift, hoping to distract myself from the unsettling atmosphere that hung over us. My fellow lumberjacks settled into their tents, leaving me alone amidst the silent trees. As I patrolled the camp, the crackling of the fire was drowned out by an odd rustling noise coming from the darkness beyond. I strained my ears, my heart pounding in my chest. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but duty kept me rooted in place. The rustling grew louder, and soon, the distant echoes of a woman's voice carried through the night breeze. My mind struggled to comprehend the eerie sound, for it seemed impossible to find a woman deep in the heart of this desolate forest. Fearfully, I followed the haunting voice, my flashlight casting erratic shadows as I ventured deeper into the trees. The closer I got, the more the voice seemed to twist and distort, transforming into a chilling, almost inhuman whisper. My skin crawled, and I fought the urge to turn back. Then, in the pale glow of my flashlight, I saw her, a woman standing just beyond the reach of the light. Her figure was ethereal, shrouded in a tattered white dress that seemed to blend seamlessly with the surrounding snow. "Help me," she murmured, her voice dripping with sorrow. "What are you doing out here?" I called, my voice trembling. But she remained silent, beckoning me forward with a long, bony finger. As I stepped closer, an intense cold enveloped me, and the world seemed to blur around the edges. Suddenly she vanished, leaving me alone in the eerie silence of the forest. Panic surged through me, and I stumbled backward, desperate to return to the safety of the camp. But the forest seemed to twist and shift, the trees merging into an impenetrable wall around me. I tried to find my bearings, but everything was disorienting, as if the forest itself had come alive, toying with my senses. Panic turned into terror as the ghostly woman's voice returned, surrounding me from all directions, as if a multitude of tortured souls were calling out in unison. "Stay with us. Forever," the voices whispered. Frantic, I pushed through the twisted woods, branches scratching at my face and clothes. The forest seemed endless, no matter how far I ran. I was trapped in an eternal nightmare, a realm beyond time and space. Just as despair threatened to consume me, a faint glimmer of light appeared in the distance. With renewed hope, I followed it, pushing myself harder, praying that it wasn't another cruel illusion. As I emerged from the suffocating woods, the logging camp came into view. My fellow lumberjacks were gathered around the campfire, their faces etched with worry. They rushed to my side, their voices a jumble of concern and relief. I tried to explain what had happened, but the words fell short. How could I describe the terror of that night? The ghostly woman, the voices, and the ever-changing forest seemed like fragments of a horrifying dream. From that night on, a sense of unease lingered in the logging camp. The ghostly encounters became more frequent, tormenting us during our sleep and creeping into our waking moments. We lost men one by one to the unforgiving darkness of the woods. I couldn't escape the guilt of being the only one to return that night. The forest had claimed my friends, and I couldn't shake the feeling that it was watching me, waiting to claim me as well. So, as I write this account, I offer a warning to those who tread these haunted woods. Beware the chilling whispers in the night, and never under any circumstance follow the ghostly voices that call from the shadows. For in the heart of these dark woods lies a malevolent force, a nightmare beyond comprehension, ready to claim those who dare venture too close to its grasp.